Hello and welcome to Accounting 274 Advanced Tax Accounting. My name is Prashant Rawal and I'll be your instructor. The screen that you're seeing currently is the D2L screen. Um, you can get to the screen by going d2l.oakton.edu, user ID and password. Hopefully you will be able to get in and then you should be in this class. When you are in this class, I suggest you go to Content and click on the syllabus. Once you click on the syllabus, this is what will open up. As I said, my name is Prashant Rawal, and here are my office hours. Rules for communication for the class. All communication should happen through D2L and D2L only. Okay, so you will click over here and you will be in the class. Now, my fault, you should be able to email. Now, a little bit about the class and how it works. Along with the email, I also sent you the instructions for registering on My Accounting Lab, which I also posted here for you. It's pretty self-explanatory. Once you're registered in the class, this is how it's going to look like when you get in. Okay, it tells you the assignments, but let's go into the assignments and let's see what you have right now. This is what it will show. Chapter 1 homework, Chapter 1 quiz. Okay, and I will go over what we need to do to get there and all that stuff later, but I need you to sign on to My Accounting Lab first. So coming back to the syllabus, the rules for communication, as I said, you will send me emails through D2L. Okay, once you send me emails through D2L, you can expect a response within 24 hours. Okay, I do not check my emails on Saturdays and Sundays unless it's an exam week. It's an absolute emergency. So if you need to send me emails, plan on sending it to me through Monday through Friday. There should not be any emergencies because all deadlines have been put up ahead of time. By end of day today, which is I should say tomorrow morning when the school officially starts on January 21st, you will see all the deadlines, all the due dates right over here. So you should be able to, know what you need to get done. Okay. Now, coming back to the syllabus, we already went through the rules of communication. Insofar as the textbook, it's a custom publication that you can find from the bookstore at a much cheaper rate. Okay. Now, once you have the books, this is how we're going to get started, and this is the breakdown for the class. I will first talk about homework and online quizzes. For homework and online quizzes, you will need to go to My Accounting Lab. This is the study pattern that I suggest to you for the class. The first thing before you start a chapter, you should go to multimedia, at least open up the PowerPoints. Okay, so if you're doing chapter 1, so open up the PowerPoints and then browse through the PowerPoints, try to understand the overall concepts of the chapter. Don't waste your time opening up the textbook and starting to read, not until you have a basic overview. So if you follow my process, I believe you will be able to get done more in less time. Once you have reviewed the PowerPoints and get a basic understanding of what's going on, that's when I would go to the homework. Okay, this is for the homework and this is for the quiz. That's when I'd go to the homework. I'd click here and I am being given 3 attempts to get this right. You need to submit by the due date, but you can still do it late and you can get 30% deducted from the final score, and 70% credit. You can still do it, but I would suggest you do it because there is no late credit for the quizzes. Now, so therefore, although I'm giving you 30% off, this is like if you miss a quiz and the quiz is gone, then you want to do this still to get grades. You can still get it, but that's not how the class works. That's not how I would suggest you do it. I would suggest that you do work every week regularly. Look, if you go to a live class, you're spending 3 to 4 hours in the class. Okay, here you're not. So take advantage of that time and do your homework regularly. So as I said, the first thing you need to do is open up those PowerPoints, review, get an overview of what the chapter is all about, then start doing the homework. How many attempts am I giving you? 3 attempts. At least do the first attempt, and at that time, look into your textbook to see if you have any questions as you're doing the homework. And then hopefully after the first attempt, I'm giving you 3 attempts to get this right. Once you get it wrong, it tells you why you're getting it wrong. Read it will also tell you right next to it, will tell you which section of the textbook is this material that you need to focus on. Then go to that if you got it wrong in that section of the textbook and see why you got it wrong. After that, read the chapter. It'll be much better for you that way. Okay, read the chapter then, and then go back to this homework. Once you are done with all this homework, okay, you need to score minimum 70% in the homework. Then you can go to your quiz. Okay, now quiz, I give you 2 attempts. I will take the higher grade of the 2. Okay, that's basically how you would do your regular weekly homework and quizzes. Let me come now to the next part, which are your projects. Tax returns. I don't believe that any tax course can be done without doing actual tax returns. When you look at this, don't let this intimidate or overwhelm you, but look at this as a great booster. Okay, you should be able to do well, and here is why you should be able to do well. See this tax projects? Tax project 1, tax project 2, tax project 3. Just like you have this clip, I have recorded a video clip on YouTube for you for the instructions, and here's all the material. If you follow this, you're gonna do fine. Okay, on this. So step by step tax, I'm giving you an exact tax return as a solution. Okay, you just have to look at that solution, how the previous year was done, and then you have to do your own tax return. That's how I learned taxes. Okay, when you start working in an accounting firm or a tax firm, the best way to learn taxes is to do it yourself, and hopefully you will do so well in that, which based on my past experience, that even if you haven't done very good here, it'll easily cover up for you over here. The next thing is research cases. Now, for research cases, you are going to use Checkpoint. And when you go here, let me close this up, and you go to tax research projects, here is Checkpoint overview. How to use Checkpoint to do the research. Again, a YouTube video clip that I have recorded for you. Please use that clip, okay, and get into it, understand what's going on, how to do the research. After you do chapter 1, you should review this, not before that. And there will be 3 small cases I'll give you, okay, 20, 20, and 10. That will be the distribution of the cases that you will do, and the instructions for those cases is something I have not posted yet, but I'll be posting very soon. Okay, so here is where you're going to go to do your cases. Now, that is this part. And then you have your online quizzes, online homework. Now I need to talk about exams. Initially, I was not giving exams in this tax class, but what I learned from the department is I have to do some kind of a department testing. So the testing will be done in the testing center. So if I go to class information, there will be 3 exams. 25 multiple choice questions times 2, 50 points each exam for a total of 150 points. Exam 1 will cover chapters, and this is wrong, this should not be Saturday, I apologize, I'll change that. But exam 1 will be available from 122 to 303, exam 2 from 304 to 414, exam 3 from 415 to 512. Exam 1 will cover chapters 1 through 6. Okay. Exam 2 will cover chapters 7 through 11. And exam 3 will cover chapters 12 through 16. Okay. On the day of the exam, when you come to school to take your exam at the testing center, you will bring your tax project with you and you will submit that, and I'll pick it up from there. I will work with the testing center to make sure that they accept this tax projects from you. You will submit it to them, and then I will grade the projects. I cannot give you back the paperwork because I reuse it, but if in the event you want to go over it, my office hours are given to you. I may also be available on Wednesday evenings after appointment, by appointment, if you want to go over them, and then we can go over those with you. Does that mean that you don't get to see anything? No. Whatever you have done, I will be posting my comments on D2L. I will be emailing my comments on D2L. I apologize. So again, this is a typo, but we will make sure that it is corrected properly. And here's all other information regarding the testing centers. Okay, where can I take the exam? How many hours should I keep for the exam? I give you 2 hours. Okay, should I call the testing center ahead of time to inquire about the hours? Should I take an ID card with me? So that's how the testing will be, and here are the testing center hours. Okay, so let's get started. First, sign on to my accounting lab. Okay, then open up the multimedia section, open up PowerPoint for chapter 1, review the questions and answers, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, then do your homework and then do your quiz. After you have done it the first time for chapter 1, the rest will follow a routine, but make sure you are consistent. One thing I like to warn before all my students before I leave you, the last thing you want to do is our week starts from Monday night and ends on Monday night. So if I see that you have opened this up on Monday night at 9 p.m. to finish it up, the chances are you're not going to do very well. I'm giving you 1 full week to do this. 1 full week to do this. Okay? Then you take advantage of that, and instead of spending 3 or 4 hours in one day, spend time in shorter sessions. It'll be more effective. Half an hour to 45 minutes. Maybe during lunch while you're working at home, maybe half an hour 2 times. Then do the homework or do the reading and the first time homework during the weekdays. It is during the weekends when you start tackling the finalization of the homework and then doing the quiz. By Monday morning when you go to work, you should have finished this, so you go to work relaxed that last week's work is done. That's how I suggest you should do it. If I see you on Monday night in my accounting lab, okay, at 11, my fault, at 10:55, I know something's wrong. Something's not going to work. I'm telling you based on my past experience, but this is how you should focus. But those are the answers, and as I said, I'm going to repost this for you. I apologize. I'll have this corrected, but that's all that we need to understand. Tax is not learned by reading. Tax is learned by actually doing it. That does not mean that you don't read the laws and the rules. You should, but you should also spend the time doing the work. That's all. Thank you very much. Welcome to the class, and I look forward to an exciting semester with you. Thank you.